according to the Vedic language, Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means the age of disagreement and dissension. So, in the Vedas, it is recommended that Kriteja Dhatu Vishnu. In the golden age, of course, the Krite, the Sanskrit word, exactly there is no English translation, but generally we have got a conception of golden age, so take it for granted that Krite means in the age when everyone was pure. 7% people were pure, that is called Krita Juke. The next group is called Treta. When 75% of the people they are pure and 25% are not pure. And then Dapur. Dapur means 50%. 50% pure and 50% non-pure. Then this age is called Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means 75% or more than 75% they are impure and 25% I mean to say that is in books, but actually 90% or more than that are impure and maybe 5% pure. This is the situation of this age. And they are also living very short time. In this age, life, the duration of life is reduced. Memory is reduced. Man's compassion is also reduced. Similarly, there are so many things, they are reduced. Although we are thinking that we are advancing in, but actually the most important things we are reducing. Take for example the duration of life. Every one of us know it very well that as your father or forefather or grandfather lived for long duration of life, it is very difficult to find out a man is over 70 years or 80 years. I have got experience. My grandmother lived for 95 years. So the duration of age is reduced. And people are not very intelligent. Of course, it is very revolutionary that I am speaking that people are not very intelligent. But actually it is. Why they are not intelligent? Because they do not know what is the destination of life. Therefore they are not very intelligent. The Bhagavad says that destination of life is God realization. Nate vidushartha gatim hi Vishnu. God realization. In this human form of life, we can realize what is God. It is not possible in other form of life. There are 8,400,000 forms of life. You have seen it. There are trees, there are aquatics, there are germs, reptiles, then birds, then bees, then human being. Out of human form of life, more than 50% they are uncivilized, and maybe 25% of the human beings they are civilized, and out of them maybe 10% believing in God, following religious principles. In this way, the whole thing is being reduced. So, in the Bhagavad it is said that not only they are living for short duration of life, they are not intelligent enough that this human form of life is meant for God realization. Now, especially nowadays amongst the educated circle, they inquire, what is God? What is God? You see, but apart from your country or Western countries, I am met in many large gatherings of universities, especially I'm very sorry to say, many Indian students ask me that what is God? Now, India is supposed to be the place where God descends as Lord Krishna, as Lord Ramachandra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it is very surprising that Indian students are asking what is God. So this is lamentable in this sense that people are reducing in their sense of spiritual realization. That is a very regrettable fact. And the Bhagavad says that Parabhavasthavadavoda jata javan jigyasatu atmatattam. A man is supposed to be defeated in all his activities if he does not inquire what he is. This statement is also in Bible, you know, that if one loses his own self and he gains all material prosperity, what does he gain? But actually this is the fact. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya, 500 years ago, he appeared in Bengal and he introduced this movement, Sankirtan movement, not whimsically, but according to the tenets of Vedic literature, where it is stated that Kriteja Dhyaya Vishnu. In the golden age, it was possible to realize God by meditation. When people were all 100% pure. Then, Tretayam Jagato Makhai, and in next age, God realization was by offering great sacrifices. And Dapare Parichajayam, and the next stage, by temple worship or church worship or mosque worship. Now, at this present age, Kalotar Harikirtana. In this age, simply by chanting the glories of the holy name of God. This was introduced by Lord Chaitanya. And in India, there are millions and millions of people who follow this principle. It may be a new thing in your country, but it is very easy and I would say authorized and immediately realizable. If you follow this one principle, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There are 16 names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Actually, there are three names only, Hare, Krishna and Rama. But they are very nicely, systematically assorted in 16 names, and it is very easy to chant. Just this evening, one American child, girl, she was cycling in the street, and one of my students, she asked her to chant Hare Krishna, and she was very nicely chanting. So, it is not very difficult, because it is composed in Sanskrit words. It does not mean that you cannot chant. We have experimented. Now amongst my students, they are all American boys and girls. None of them are Indians or Hindus, not only here in Boston, but in many other cities like New York and San Francisco, Los Angeles, Buffalo, Santa Fe, Montreal. So they are very nicely chanting and enjoying. Not only that, I have got some restriction. The student who comes to me for initiation, I ask them to restrict some habits. So they are easily doing that also. Just like I ask them not to indulge in any intoxication, including smoking, tea taking, coffee taking. So they are following. And I ask them not to eat meat. These things are very usual things in your country. But my students, they are very easily following. They don't feel any difficulty. So, this formula, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, this sound vibration, you can practice it. It is not difficult. There is no secret. I don't say that I have got a secret mantra which I shall give you and you pay me $50 or like that. It is open secret. You have simply to accept it kindly, then you see the result. There is no loss on your part, but the gain is very great. Why don't you try it? I request you, most humbly I request you, that you kindly chant these 16 names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. We have got our records also. If you want to practice, you can play the record and it will be very easy. So, this is my humble request to you, American ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is not difficult, but it has got a sublime effect. You will find it. If you practice it, you will find it. So, if you think that why we shall chant Krishna, Krishna was Indian and it is Hindu God's name. But that is not a fact. Krishna never claimed that he is Hindu or Indian or black or white. He doesn't claim anything. He says, most of you have read Bhagavad Gita, he claims, Sarvajonishu Kaunteya Sambhavanti Murtayaja Tasam Mahajjani Brahma Aham Bija Pradapita. Sarvajonishu, in all species of life, in all forms of life. There are 8,400,000 forms of life. The Krishna claims they all forms of life, not only human being, the beast, the birds, the aquatics, the reptiles, everywhere, wherever there is life. That form, their mother is this material nature, and I am the seed-giving father. So Krishna claims everyone's father. So he is neither Indian nor Hindu. He is, we accept him according to Bhagavad Gita, he is God himself. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. If we take authorities of Vedic literature, it is stated in all Vedic literature, in Rig Veda, in Atharva Veda, in Brahma Samhita, in Srimad Bhagavatam, and what to speak of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Lord Krishna himself. He says, Matya nannat kinchid asti dhananya. Matta parataram nannat kinchid asti dhananya. Aham sarvasya prabhava. Matta sarvam pravartate. Iti matya bhajanti mam dhirha bhava samannita. So, he claims that he is the Supreme Personality of God, and he exhibited, he manifested himself as the Supreme Independent Personality of God. If we read his activities from Srimad Bhagavatam, then we can see. So, there is a definition of God also in the Vedic literature. A great sage, the father of Vyasdev, Prasāda Muni, he has very nicely defined what he means by God. And all the symptoms were visible in the person of Lord Krishna. And according to our Indian Vedic culture, all the great acharyas, just like Ramanujacharya, Madhyacharya, Vishnu Swami, Nimbarka, even Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya is considered to be impersonalist, that he believes in impersonal Brahma. So, impersonal Brahma is mentioned in all Vedic literature. We also know that, but beyond impersonal Brahma, there is super soul realization, and beyond super soul realization, there is the personal realization, the Supreme Personality of God. The Bhagavad says that Vadanti tat tattvavidas satyam. The absolute knowledge, the absolute truth is non-dual. How it is non-dual? Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaneti Samgati. Either you realize the absolute truth as impersonal Brahma, or a localized Paramatma, super soul, or as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna or Vishnu. They are just one and the same. How one and the same, that is also explained. So, God realization, it is said in the Vedic literature that Abhanga Manasa Gocha. It is very difficult to realize God. He is beyond our mental speculation field, or He is beyond our conception, beyond our words. But there is other verses also that Athapite deva padam vijaddayam Prasāda lesānugrihito evahi janati tattvam. One can understand what is God by the mercy of God, not by mental speculation. It is not possible. We have got very limited scope of knowledge. Our senses are imperfect. We are full of cheating propensities. And we are liable to commit mistake. These four defects are within us. However, a great man one may be, he is sure to commit mistake. I shall give you one tangible example in the life of Mahatma Gandhi. You know, he was a very great man, political leader in India. So he was also very God-fearing man, a very nice soul. But he also committed mistakes so many times. So to aid his human, this is a fact in every person. Therefore, because we commit mistake, because we are sometimes illusion, and because we have got a propensity of cheating others, and because our senses are imperfect, therefore simply by mental speculation it is not possible to realize God. Then how one can realize God? That is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita and other literature, that by the mercy of God one can realize God. So by his causeless mercy he comes down. Jada jada hi dharma sattani bhavati bharata. It is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. So Lord Krishna is accepted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead at least by the great Acharyas of India. Even as I was speaking of Shankaracharya, he was impersonalist, but still he has admitted in his commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam the Sakrishna's Bhagavan Sam. He has accepted it. In the beginning of his commentary, he says, Narayana Parah Abhaktiyar. Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is beyond this material creation. And in next page, he has admitted that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, is Krishna, is born as the son of Devaki and Vasudha. So far, Indian scholars, I don't speak of modern scholars, those who are authorized scholars, bygone ages, admitted by the Vedic society, Shankaracharya, Ramanujarya, and Vishnu Swami, Nimbarka, and their followers. And there are many hundreds of thousands temples of Krishna, Vishnu in India. India we were gone, you might have seen. In Vrindavan, only a small city of 50,000 people, there are 5,000 Krishna temples. So this Krishna consciousness movement is very strong and very old in India. And if you also accept this without any loss on your part, you will be happy. You will be happy. That is the process of peace. Now in the Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Bhoktanam Jagatapasam Sarvaloka Maheswaram Sridam Sarvabhutanam Gyata Mam Shanti Nichit. The Shanti, peace, real peace, can be achieved simply by understanding that God is the proprietor and God is the enjoyer of everything. That conception. Bhoktaram Jagadavasa. Sarvalokavansa. And Sridham Sarvabhutanam. And he is the friend, most intimate friend, well-wisher friend of everyone. Oh. And he is seated with everyone's heart. Ishara Sarvabhutanam Niddesha Arjuna Tishtati. My dear Arjuna, the Supreme Lord is seated with every living entity. So, according to Vedic literature, Upanishad, we understand that the Supreme Lord, in his localized aspect, he is all-pervading. He is present everywhere. Not only that, he is present in the church, but he is outside church, everywhere. It is stated in this Brahma Samhita, Andantarastham Paramanucha, he is present even within the atom. That is omnipresence. So he is present within you. It is not that you have to search out God anywhere else. But you can search out within yourself. And that searching process is called yoga. Our subject matter today is yoga. That means to search out yourself. Meditation means you have to meditate upon what you are. Are you this body? Are you this finger? Are you this head? You analyze one after another. You will find that you are not this. Then you analyze your mind, whether you are mind. You will find you are not mind also. If you analyze your beyond mind, your intelligence, then you will find that you are not intelligence. Beyond that intelligence, you are sitting. These things are very nicely explained in the Bhagavad Gita. And when you find out yourself, that is self-realization. And as you become self-realized, the symptoms become that you become jolly and free of all anxieties. So long you are not self-realized, you are full of anxieties. That is the nature, material nature. Not only we, human beings, even birds, bees, they are also full of anxieties. You give some eatable to the pigeons, to the bird, he will eat and look like this. Oh, somebody may not come, kill me. Yes. This is the nature. Now, you are American people, supposed to be the richest country. Oh, you have also many anxieties. You are not free from anxiety. You are also afraid of China or Russia or somebody else. So, how we can be free from anxieties? That is yoga system. If you actually practice yoga system, the whole Bhagavad Gita is yoga system. It is said in the 4th chapter that Imam vivassate yogam prattamanahamabhayam. The Lord says that this yoga system I first of all spoke to the sun god. Imam vivassate. Vivassat means the sun god's name is Vivassam. Imam vivassate yogam prattamanahamabhayam Vivasana manobe praho. And Vivasan, he explained this yoga system to his son, Manu. Now, if we calculate the age of Manu, it comes to some millions, at least 40 millions of years before it was spoken. So, this yoga system, Bhagavad Gita yoga system, it is very popular book and widely circulated. I have seen Many English translation of this Bhagavad Gita in your country. Some of them are translated by American scholars and some of them are translated by other country scholars. But there are many. But unfortunately, none of them have presented Bhagavad Gita as it is. They have tried to exploit the popularity of Bhagavad Gita and push something of their own idea. This is the defect. But Bhagavad Gita, if we want to understand, then we have to accept it by the formula as prescribed in the Bhagavad Gita. Just like if you have got a medicinal bottle, the direction and dose is on the label, that 2 tablets thrice in a day after meals, like that. But if you take the tablets according to your own whims, or somebody who does not know how to use that medicine without consulting the physician, then you may be in dangerous position. You will not get the result, that is sure and certain, but you may meet some dangerous position. Similarly, so far Bhagavad Gita is concerned, the prime standard book of yoga system. If you want to learn something from Bhagavad Gita about the peace and prosperity and anxietylessness of your life, then you have to take this medicine of Bhagavad Gita according to the dose prescribed in the Bhagavad Gita, not outside. So what is that dose? That is also mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. Imam vivassate yogam pratvanahamabhyam vivassan manavet praho manukha vipravet evam parampara praptam nimagaraja sayogi sakalini vujjova nashta parantapa. He says, my dear Arjuna, this yoga system, I spoke to Vivassan, the sun god, some millions of years ago. And Vivassan explained this yoga system to his son, Manu. And Manu explained this yoga system to his son, Ikha. Evam parampara praptam. In such disciplic succession, this confidential knowledge of yoga was coming down, but unfortunately it is now broken and therefore it is lost. Sakale neha yoga nashta. Nashta means it is lost. Now you can think that when Krishna was present, there 5,000 years before, there were many big scholars, learned. Even Vyasdev was present. And not only Vyasdev, there are others also, great scholars, great sages. But Krishna says, Sakale neha yoganashta parantapa. In course of time, that disciplic succession being broken, the purport of this yoga system is now lost. And because it is lost, therefore I instruct you to understand this system of yoga. Why? To me, I am not a scholar. Arjuna was a military man, warrior. He was Kshatriya, not even Brahmin, not a Vedantist, nothing of the sort. He knew how to fight only, that's all. That was his qualification. But Krishna wanted to teach him. Why? That is also explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhaktosi, because you are my devotee. Therefore, to understand Bhagavad Gita, the yoga system, one has to become a person of Krishna consciousness. That is Bhakti. Bhaktosi priyosi. You are my devotee and you are very dear to me. Therefore I am explaining to you. So if you want to know the perfect yoga system, then you will know it from Bhagavad Gita perfectly. It is very easy. And you have to accept it because it was spoken to Arjuna very confidentially. Bhaktosi. So as Arjuna understood it, that is also explained in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, how Arjuna accepted Bhagavad Gita. In that process, if you try to understand Bhagavad Gita as it is, then you can practice yoga system at home without any difficulty, and your life will be successful. So, yoga system is prescribed in the Bhagavad Gita in the 6th chapter. Of course, I do not know how much time you can spare. I could explain how much time. It is now 8:15. Anyway, I shall try to explain some of the verses. The Hatha Yoga system, as mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, that is also prescribed, the Hatha Yoga system, that now he is prescribing the preliminary process of practicing yoga. What is that? Thiram asaman atmanah nasu chitam nasu nicham chila jina kusottaram. First of all, to practice yoga, you have to find out a very secret and sacred place. Yogi junjita satatma rahasi sthita. Rahasi means in a secluded place. Yoga practice cannot be done, Hatha Yoga system, as it is prescribed, Ashtanga Yoga, the 8 divisional yoga system, that cannot be practiced in assembly or in a crowded place or in a class. But Bhagavad Gita says that yogi junjita satatamatmanam rahasi sthita. Rahasi sthita means in a secluded place. Ekaki. Ekaki means alone. Ekaki, jatachityatma, controlling the senses and the mind. Nirasa, without any material desire. Aparigraha, or taking some help from others. Not that I shall teach you yoga system by some monetary exchange. This is not yoga system. Aparigraha. Aparigraha means one should not expect something from others for learning or manifesting or exhibiting the yoga system. Then, not only he has to remain alone in a secluded place, but Shucho they say. Shucho is a very sacred place. Pratisthapa sthiram asanam atmanah. One should have his own sitting place. Not that means he cannot change his sitting place. The same sitting place you should continue yoga system. Natu chikam natu nicham chila jina kusottam. There are skin, deer skin, and then straw mat, and then some soft clothing. In this way there is system of making your asana sit. Then tatra ekagram manapritya jato chittandra kriya upavishya asane junjyat yogam atma visuddha. In that seat, you have to concentrate your mind in order to purify your senses. That is the process. Real yoga process means to purify the senses and purified the mind. Then how one has to execute that yoga system? It is said, samam kaya sira griva. Kaya means the trunk, body. And sira means head. And griva means this neck. So it should be in a straight line. Samam kaya siro grivam dharan achalam. You should sit in such a posture that it will not move. It will not move. Straight line. Then samprekha nasika gram. You have to see the tip of your nose sitting straight line without any movement, and you have to see the tip of your nose. Samprekha nasika gram. So disascha anavalokamana, and you cannot see any other side. You have to simply see. These are the process of concentrating the mind. Then Prasāda, by practicing, when you will be completely peaceful. Prasāda, vigata bhi. Vigata bhi means without any fear. And brahmachari pratisthita, without any sex life. A yogi cannot indulge in sex life. That is the first principle. Brahmachari pratisthita manas sanjamma mat chitta, concentrating the mind, mat chitta, focusing the mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of God. Jukta asita matta. This is the yoga practice. But unfortunately, who is practicing yoga in this process? Nobody can find out a secluded place. Nobody can concentrate his mind in that way. Nobody can fix up in one seat. Nobody can constantly look on the tip of the nose. So there are many other formulas explained here. So, therefore, as Lord, in the Bhagavad, as it is stated, that Kriteta Dhyata Vishnu, these processes were tangible or possible to perform in the age which is known as Satya Yuga or the Golden Age. Now, you will find in these Bhagavad Gita pages that after explaining the process of practicing yoga system, Arjuna said, my dear Krishna, excuse me, I cannot practice this. I cannot practice this. It is impossible for me. Why? Oh, I am a military man. How can I find out a secluded place? How can I sit in such a way? My mind is always restless. I have to do so many political affairs. So, it is not possible for me. So, how it is possible for the present day people, which was refused by Arjuna 5,000 years ago? It is not possible. The yoga system is accepted in the Vedic literature. That is a standard practice for self-realization, but the diagnosis of Srimad Bhagavatam that Kriteta Dhyata Vishnu, the yoga system of meditation was possible to be practiced in the Golden Age or in the Satya Yuga, but not in this age. Then how self-realization is possible? That is said, Kalau tad harikirtanam, simply by chanting this Hare Krishna. It doesn't require a secluded place, a sanctified place, or so many rules and regulations. Anywhere you can chant. While you are walking on the street, you can chant Hare Krishna. You are in meditation. While you are working, you can chant Hare Krishna. Nobody is going to tax you. Nobody is going to bother you. You have no loss, but the gain is immense. So, this Hare Krishna movement is started and it is easy, it is prescribed. If you at all want to get some spiritual benefit, you try to follow the prescribed method. Just like if you want at all to be cured, you must take the prescription of an experienced physician. Don't take any prescription with what? If you take proper treatment, if you follow the instruction, then it is sure that you get the result of it. So, in the last, when Arjuna refused, that Krishna, it is not possible. This system is not possible for me. Then Krishna, at the last stanza of this yoga system process, he said plainly that yoginamapi sarvesam madgata antaratmana sadhyavan bhajate yo mam samejikta tamo mataha. Yoginam, all kinds of yogis. There are many yogis, karma yogi, jnana yogi, dhyana yogi, hatha yogi, bhakti yogi. Yoga system is just like a staircase. Just like New York, that Empire State Building, 102-story building. So there is a staircase or a lift. So yoga system is just like a lift to go to the highest perfection of life. But there are different, flats. Just like karma yoga, you can approach, you can make progress to the first or second floor. Similarly, by jnana yoga, you can make progress to the 50th floor. And similarly, by dhyana yoga, you can make progress up to the 80th floor. But by bhakti yoga, you can go to the highest platform. This is also very nicely explained in Bhagavad Gita. Bhaktyāvāma vijñāna. If you want to know me, 100%, then come to this bhakti yoga. And this bhakti yoga means this savana. The first thing is savana and kirtana. You simply chant and hear. Simple process. You chant Hare Krishna and hear. Immediately you become meditative. Immediately. And you get ecstatic. So, our humble request is, this is very simple process, recommended process, approved process, and experimental process. If you try without any loss, but with a prospect of a great gain, that is our request, that you can accept it. Thank you. Now if there is a question, you can ask. No question? Yeah.
You were speaking about the golden age, the age when 75% of people were pure.
No, 10% golden age.
How many?
10%.
10% of
10%.
10?
Cent.
Or 100?
100%, yes.
Why would they practice yoga at the time when everybody was pure anyway?
Pure means materially pure, but yoga practice means go to the spiritual platform. Just like in the material qualities, some men are very good men, the quality of goodness, and some men are in passion, that is the rajagun, and some men are in darkness. So there are three qualities in the material world: Satagun, Rajagun and Tamagun. So those who are situated in the modes of goodness, they are called man, perfect in the material world, very good man. That very good man does not mean that he is spiritually advanced. He may be moralist, he may be philanthropist, just like so many leaders of nation. That is another thing. The spiritual state is called Vishuddha Sattva. Vishuddha Sattva means goodness where no other quality can contaminate. Here, even one man is very good man. Sometimes he is tinged with passion or ignorance. Just like I told you that Mahatma Gandhi, he was a recognized good man, but he committed so many mistakes. So, pure goodness is not possible in this material world. Pure goodness means a spiritual life. Jasyasi bhakti bhagavat akinchana sarvai gunai tattva samasatesva. Because the spirit soul by nature is pure, by nature, as God is pure. Similarly, we are part and parcel of God. We are also pure in our original position. But since we have come in contact with this material nature, our impurities in different qualities or different degrees are present. So, for spiritual advancement, one has to come to the first to the platform of goodness, then pure goodness. Brahma bhuta prasannatma na sochiti lakankhiti samadhu sarveshu bhuteshu madbhakti labhate param. These things are there. So in the Sattva Yuga, the 10% or 100% people, they are on the platform of the quality of goodness.
Can a person, if a person is married and they are interested in entering into Hare Krishna, Krishna consciousness, can they reach the ultimate?
Why not? There is no restriction. Marriage is a sanctity. In fact, prescription in every scripture. There are many great souls who are married. Marriage is no hindrance.
But what about celibacy?
Celibacy is still better. But one who cannot, as you say, practice a celibate life, he can marry. There is no such restriction.
You talk about different yogas reaching different platforms, like one maybe the 25th and one the 50th and one the 80th. Now, does each one really reach the same point? Say one that reaches the 80th, does it first reach the 50th and then the 80th? In other words, do two yogas get you to the same point and then one can take you further, but the other one...
Yes. You have got the alternative, the same example, just like in that Empire State Building, there are staircases and there is lift also. So if you want to go step by step, then you can go, that is your option. But if you take the advantage of the lift, in a second you can go. Similarly, there are different yoga processes. If you stick to some process, you go little farther. Then you take another, you go little farther. But if you take the bhakti yoga process, it is the lift immediate. Because as I quoted the verse from Bhagavad Gita, yoginam api sarvesam. Sarvesam means all. There are different kinds of yogas. So, out of different kinds of many yogis, madhvata antaratmana, one who is thinking of me always within his heart. That madhvata antara, sadhyavan bhajate mam, and is engaged in my service with faith and devotion. Samedritam, he is the first class. He is the first class yogi. Because yoga means to contact the Supreme Personality of God. That is the ultimate goal. So if by some process you can at once contact the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is first class. That is made easy in this age. Simply by chanting Krishna, you immediately contact. Immediately. So why not take this process? Why not try? Just give a try. I will reach immediately. That is our proposal. We request everyone, try this process. Yes?
Does devotion come before wakefulness? Does devotion come before wakefulness?
Before?
Or does wakefulness come before devotion? Wakefulness, awareness.
Devotion or wakeful. Does devotion come before wakefulness, or does wakefulness come before devotion?
What do you mean by wakefulness?
Awareness. Feeling the presence. Being aware of yourself.
No. First you have to execute devotion, then awareness comes. If you do not read or labor for passing your examination, how you can pass examination? So therefore devotion is the prescribed rules and regulation. That is not very difficult. The primary rule is that you chant Hare Krishna. Just see. It is not difficult. Yes.
Should not one try to purify one's character and personality?
Yes. That will go. Just like if you take proper medicine for curing one disease, the more your disease is cured, you feel healthy life. Pure life means healthy life. And impure life means unhealthy life. So, there is a process of bhakti yoga, how one becomes purified. The first stage is adho-shraddha. Just like you have all ladies and gentlemen come here with little respect for this, movement, Hare Krishna. This is the basic principle. A little faith, unless let us hear about it, let us see it. This is the beginning. Adho sadhya tato sadhu samma. Now, if you think, it is very nice, or Swamiji explains very nicely, then you come again. That is called sadhu samma, association. We have got our class. If you want, you can associate with us. Adho sadhya tato sadhu sangha tato bhajana kriya. Bhajana kriya means practice. Just like my students, they came also like this. Not in the beginning, he accepted, but he came after attending some lecture, then advanced, then offered, Swamiji, I want to be your student. That is called bhajana kriya. So, if he practices the bhajana kriya, the anartha nivrittisya, then he becomes purified. This is the process of purification. Anartha nivrittisya, tato nishtha. And as soon as he is purified, he becomes stuck up to this principle. He cannot give up. Tato nishtha, tato ruchi. Ruchi means he gets a taste for it. Don't you think that chanting Hare Krishna always hackney? For others it is hackney. But they are completely pleasure. Tato nishtha, tato ruchi. Ruchi means taste. Tata shakti, then they cannot give it up. Tato bhava, the next station. Sadhukanamam premna pradurbhave bhavat krama. These are the gradual process of developing love of God. And as soon as you develop love of God, your life is perfect. Yes.
Explain please the reason why yogis should eat meat.
Why should the yogi eat meat?
Meat eating, and if you believe in Bhagavad Gita, is not against the purificatory process. You cannot kindle fire at the same time add water on it. If you want to kindle fire, then you have to keep that place very dry and fan it. Similarly, there are rules and regulations. Out of that rules and regulation is jiva hinsa. Jiva hinsa means unnecessary killing of animals. Now, if you have got sufficient food stock, as it I see in America, or you have got sufficient grains, sufficient food, fruits, sufficient milk products, then if you can live on these things which are meant for human beings, why should you kill animals unnecessarily? If there is no alternative, that you cannot live, just like in the desert, Arabian desert, there is no fruit, no grain. For that, animal eating may be permitted, because after all we have to live, that is a different thing. But when you have got very nice food stuff and very nutritious, palatable, or sweet, why should you indulge in this unnecessary killing of animals? That will go against your purification. That will be fine.
Is the unnecessary killing of animals part, is it related to the theory of incarnation and evolution from animal form? The objection to doing it is based on
Is the objection to eating meat based on transmigration?
Transmigration for animals.
From animals to man.
From animal to man.
No, animal can, the tiger, he is by nature, he does not eat fruit or grain, he simply eats animal. So he can do that.
No, he was saying, is there a relationship? Is the reason why we're not eating meat due to the fact that once we were animals and now we've progressed to human nature, to human form? Does that have any relationship?
The nature is that everyone should eat another living animal or another living creature for existence. That is the law of nature. Jiva jivasya jivanam. One living entity is the life of another living entity. That is a fact. Just like sahasthanam ahasthanam. Those who have got hands, that means men. For them, ahasthanim, the animals who has got no hands. And apadana, apadanam chuduspa. And the four-legged animals, they eat the grass, who cannot move. The grass has got life. And as the animal has got life, we have got life. So this is nunam motam tatra. The strong is eating the weak. This is the law of nature. We are eating the grains and fruits, they have got also life. It is not that those who are vegetarians are eating grains and fruits, they are not eating life, they are also eating life. But the Bhakti Yoga process is that, as it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, that the devotees, they take prasāda. We have got arrangement of distributing prasāda in every Sunday. Prasāda means the food stuff which is offered to Krishna and then eaten. So, what Krishna wants, that is also stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Patram puspam phalam toyam jumi bhaktya pujacchati. Therefore, we are not propagating the philosophy of ahimsa or non-violence, because in some way or other there is violence. Either you take fruit or grain or anything. But the principle is that you have to take prasāda, the food stuff which is offered to Krishna and then take it. So these things, fruits, grains, are accepted by Krishna. We offer to Krishna and then accept it. This is the philosophy. Not that because we are eating fruits, therefore we are very purified, and because you are 10% purified, then you go to the spiritual world. You haven't got to come back. That is also stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Jadgatyanam yattanti tadham paramam mama. So, purificatory means that we are changing our body, life after life, transmigrating. Now, this is the opportunity, this human form of life is the opportunity to purify ourselves so that next life we can get complete spiritual life full of bliss, knowledge and eternity. This is the process. The Krishna consciousness means to get the highest perfection of life. And that opportunity is offered to the human society. The animal society, they cannot take advantage. The Bhagavad Gita is meant for the human society. So if we take advantage of the presentation given by Krishna, if we practice the Krishna consciousness, then there is opportunity to become fully and 100% perfect. We have to take advantage of it, that's all. Yes?
In what manner do the chanting of Hare Krishna make this contact? Is it in the words or constant? In what manner?
It is very simple. It is sound vibration. Sound is the beginning of all material creation. Everywhere there is sound. So, God is in everywhere, therefore He is also in sound. So in sound form we can realize Him. The Krishna, the transcendental sound, and the Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is identical. That we have to realize by practicing. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Suddha Nitya Mukta Abhinantya Dhamana. There is no difference between the Supreme Person and His name. Just like in the material conception, there is difference. If you want water, simply by chanting water, water, your satisfaction will not be there. But in the spiritual world, everything being absolute, there is no difference between the name Krishna and the person Krishna. Therefore, and it is the easiest process for you. You can chant this name Krishna. That means by sound contact, you contact the Supreme Person. That is a point of realization. You have to practice it and you know it greatly. Yes, go on chanting. Thank you. You join with us. The 16 words. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please give a try in this class and try to find out how it is nice. Hare This is Prasāda. I just cut it before. I did not cut it before. There's somebody in this room. Take that pot. This is one. You can supply, can supply. Yes. Take and supply. Cut it. No, cut it. It's taking time. Cut it. Right. Take it. You get supply. You take it. Pieces and supply it. Take it there. stage in that pot, the belly pot you can say, that pot. Take it. One. You can now get up.